Welcome to episode 206 of the Sundering. Today is Sunday, November 16th. Not 9 p.m. in the slightest, but sure, we'll go with that, Eastern. And tonight we have our post-Blizzcon thoughts, Warlords launch discussion, and of course, as always, your Foff's questions and more. Let's get this clown car rolling.
The Sundering is an explicit podcast, which may not be suitable for children, people with delicate sensibilities, animals under 10 pounds, certain towns in Idaho, citizens of Liechtenstein, members of the clergy, fans of the show Cop Rock, and vegans.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Well, let's start the insanity.
This is the Sundering Podcast with your host, Seraphis.
Self-replicating bacon. I don't like fat chicks cutting my hair because we wouldn't want it to get weird or anything.
Rapist.
He adds to the show and everyone gets upset. It's great. I know they say this, but I don't care.
And Zia.
Hi, Slurp. I'm so full of hate. I'm not sure what a podcast is. Slavery is different than a fish.
Well, that happened.
So video died. So right now I'm the only one still up on video.
Well, that's because everybody wanted to see you, and I'm assuming if I try to come back, it might fuck with the Skype, won't it?
Well, it's not. It just says group video is unavailable at the moment.
Well, you know what? Fuck you, Skype. I'm gonna come back.
No, you're
What are
not.
you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna
Well,
do, huh?
I guess I am holding down this fort for a little bit here.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's
the
the
chat
thing.
room is enraged. The chat
I would
room
be
is
too.
enraged.
Yeah, Skype literally popped up a notification on us. It said, "Group video
The video was
not
like,
available."
fuck this show. I've had enough.
And my video just died out, and I'm back. Oh, Skype. By the way, I'm not the one hosting the call, so I mean, this is not me doing
I
this.
think it's Ray's fault.
Posty.
No, well, you all got the same message on Skype, so this is just fantastic. So
I think it's Skype's fault. Don't blame me, fucko.
It's a great show tonight. Well, anybody who's not listening to the show and they're in their car right now, you're not missing anything at all.
People don't drive.
you're really not.
Well,
So maybe
so seeing our faces are a good thing.
so
We want to try and just start this bitch.
yeah. I
And-
mean, I'm just gonna play around with different settings that I have. So we're gonna go blank for a little bit. So actually, I'll bring it back here just for the moment. So I lose all the things sometimes, not my fault. Sometimes I'm Seraphis, and the carrier of speakers himself, it's Rafist.
Yeah, I was doing that.
That's a can of worms.
And then of course, creator of Dirty Mega Man villains, it's Zia.
That's right.
Oh, which one? What's the create? What'd you create?
Well, it depends on who you're talking about. If you're talking about Adam, also AKA that random geek, he's fuck man. And Will is sex man, and Dave is buff man.
I thought it was Swole Man.
Well, it was swole man, but then we decided that it'd be funny to call you buff man and make you wear no pants. But Tris decided you should at least have on nude colored tights.
Can I be
So
Birdman?
it appears as if you are in the buff, and you are also buff. And yeah, sure, you can be Birdman.
Sweet.
And then I think I decided that Vic from Lead Sauce was going to be. I think I decided like he's like Latino man. I think I decided he was Latino man, and he was sitting next to me. Like I promise. You all accuse me of being racist. I almost said rapist. You accuse me of being racist, but yeah, we decided Latino man. I can't remember what his power was because I was.
The power to fucking melt panties off with his voice.
Yeah, I think I decided like he was gonna be like a super caricature of like everything that's Mexican, just as like a way of like making fun of the stereotype. But everybody else is ridiculous. There's also Cunty Queen.
Is
Or
that you?
Cunty Woman.
Cunty woman. What's that? I'm trying to think of like Witchy Woman. Isn't there like a song called like Witchy Woman or something?
Yeah, it's an Eagles song.
Oh, and so instead of that, like Cunty Woman.
Yeah, it's Cunty Woman. And she attacks you with vaginas. Which is why it's important that you kill Cunty Woman before you fight Fuckman, because you use her special power to kill Fuckman.
All right, I'm not crazy, but didn't we just come back from BlizzCon and there's an expansion?
Oh yeah, we should probably talk.
Well, yeah. So I just for the stream, because our video's down, I put up the picture of us standing in front of Bacon from World of Podcasts. So
that's a great picture of us. You're not still streaming your video, right? Like, because that would be weird.
No. I mean, there's no reason for me to. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, so we got this. I'm just like moving it around.
I love that picture of us. I'm totally fine with that.
You know what? I could add other like fun things too for people.
Okay. Well, you have fun with that, and we'll talk about all these crazy things while I welcome the chat room.
No, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna. Yeah. Who's in here?
Okay, so this crazy chat room. So we have Chef, Valkyr, Atticus. Oh my gosh, Atticus, you're a fucking superhero. He did our sound for World of Podcasts. We love him. Velvet Dove, Toast Post Can, Draconis, Homebrewed, Broom, Queen of Haiku, Hola Lady, Left Tit, Addie, Liger, Joe, Sai, every class. Welcome, I think you're new here. So welcome to the show. Sexy Will, Fem, Chappie, Theo, Bim, and Twin Brag Dang.
There you go. I'm literally turning like our video stream into like there's an old Simpsons episode where Homer just takes a whole bunch of like animated GIFs and puts them all over his webpage. I'm kind of doing that.
Oh, God.
People may be upset later. But that's okay.
All right. Yeah, so
because I'm doing things.
Well, you do stuff. That's kind of what you do.
Yeah. I also put up this little Simpsons picture of comic book guy says worst episode ever. So that's also a thing. All right, real quick administrative stuff, guys. We're running into the holidays here. So if you're going to pick up stuff for the holidays through Amazon, Newegg, Jinx, or Groupon, please click through the links on our site. It's zero cost to you. It helps us out immensely, and it goes towards helping make this fine production happen and funding our petitions to Skype to stop sucking. And of course, if you're listening to us and watching us on iTunes and or Stitcher, rate us 5 stars. It helps people find us and give us a review if you want. We love that shit. So, but yeah, and if you're definitely listening to us, definitely give this thumbs up, as to your favorites list. All that awesome stuff. Awesome sauce. Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome. Oh, great. Thanks for that.
I haven't seen that movie yet. I just know the song.
Oh, that song will be on your head for about a week after you see that movie. It's cute, though.
What movie?
The Lego movie.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, food for thought. Anyway. Ray, it's finally your turn.
Oh yeah. Well, last week, not last week, but last time I was on the show, you skipped over me on this. You literally just kind of seamlessly went into it, and I was like,
right.
My inner dialogue was like, they're pushing me off the show. They're gonna fucking hand me a pink slip at BlizzCon. I was prepared to piss on both of you if that was gonna happen. My bladder was full. Just want to throw that out there. All right. So, Zia, other than pissing, how you been doing?
Right. So, yeah. It was, it's been a time. It's been a time. Some crazy things happened at BlizzCon. World Podcast, of course. Which do we want to get into it now, or do we want to wait till we talk about BlizzCon in general?
I'll probably wait until we talk about BlizzCon in general.
All right, we'll talk about BlizzCon in general. But I was tired. I was tired from BlizzCon. It was a good weekend, though. I got to finally meet face-to-face a lot of people I hadn't had a chance to yet, and they exceeded all my expectations, and I had absolutely... This is probably one of the most fun BlizzCons. I think this was probably my favorite BlizzCon so far. And more so not because of the actual con, but because of the people who were there. But yeah, regardless of that, in terms of gaming, I finally sat down. I have a buddy who we game with sometimes because he lives far away, so we try to spend time online. And I played Dota 2 for the first time, and it's really fun because you can play however size teams you 5v5, but I didn't realize that you can just play with bots and fill the entire team with bots. So you can just sit there with 3 or 4 people and just fuck around and have fun. So I played Dota 2, and I really enjoyed it. Played some Hearthstone, played some Warlords, of course, and then I also played Borderlands 2 a little bit with the hubs. So it was a good gaming week. Otherwise, good. Definitely came home with a BlizzCon crud, but I think a lot of people do.
Is it the crud or the plague? Because I hear two different things.
I'll tell you what.
You'll tell me what?
Saturday, I was so hungover, I felt like... Oh, I'll get to that. Oh, God. I'll get to that, but I felt like it was a plague. So anyway, that was my week. It was a good week, actually. Just tired. I feel like it took me a while to kind of acclimate from being in California and then going back to Wisconsin. Dave, what about you? Oh, yeah, that's right. I took it from you, bitch. What are you going to do?
That's fine. That's fine. Did you say Dave?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Dave was
you're
on
talking
the
to me?
show earlier.
Or...
No, I'm talking about the other Dave who's on the show earlier. My bad, he left.
Well,
Sarah,
I wasn't sure who you were talking to because I didn't hear that part. But yeah, go for it, Sarah.
So my week, obviously we had BlizzCon, we had World Podcast. We came home. Crazy story. I gotta bring this up because this is just pretty effing ridiculous. So I get on the plane to fly home, and this guy is getting ready to sit down next to me, and he looks at me and he goes, "Dave?" And I turn to look at him and I'm like, this is a guy I went to high school with that I haven't seen since 1998.
That's really fucking weird.
I know. It was and of all things, like I saw him on a flight from LAX to Atlanta, and he doesn't live in Atlanta. He left high school to go and join the Navy. He went to Annapolis, and he's been a pilot for the Navy. And, yeah.
Huh.
Just, he was on his way home.
And he was sitting next to you.
And he sat next to me on the plane. Literally, his seat was next to me.
Wow.
It was just such a bizarre, like, 1 in a billion chances that would happen.
Really?
So, yes, that was interesting. But anyway, so we came home. I got plunged into work, and I did so much work.
Plunged.
I literally plunged. I like dove face first into a whole bunch of shit.
He got out a plunger, and
it was quite ridiculous.
It's a bad joke, sorry.
And no, and then I did that just so I could have time to take off for Warlords of Draenor, which I played a whole bunch of, and we'll get to that and the issues involved in that. And so yeah, and I had the crud all week, and I just sucked down Dayquil like left and right just to get through it.
I can understand that. I'm taking antibiotic, as I like to say, right now.
Antibiotic?
Yeah, I like to be different. See, I'm the hipster of medication.
Oh, right. We all know you're a hipster.
So, Sarah, do you want me to go now?
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Yeah.
All right, because I just took that pill, so it worked out great. So, let's see. So, funny story on my way home. Other than like you guys, being awesome and hanging out with people, I stayed until Wednesday, and I used Uber a lot while we were there.
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah, so much that I didn't realize how much I was spending because I was like, "Oh, this is so cheap." But like, I did long-term parking at the airport, and I couldn't leave because my credit card got declined. So I was stuck at the airport parking lot for a couple hours. It fucking blew.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
had to call my dad and have him call this lady and pay for it. So it took a little while, but luckily I got gas right before I went to the airport because I knew I was going to be short on time when I got back. Because I had to go to work like the next morning and it was already past midnight. So I was just like, ugh. Needless to say, I didn't get to play Warlords that much that night, if at all, actually. But so that sucked. a lot. And
I would imagine
That
that
does suck. I'm sorry.
yeah, I know. The lady at the thing was no help. She's like, "Sir, got declined. Do you have another card?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "What do you do when this happens?" And she's like, "Sir, you got to back up and figure out what you're gonna do." And there was no one behind me. Like, there was nobody. So, like, she could have had a conversation with me. She chose not to. You know, that's good. But luckily, the lady I talked to afterwards was nicer and more understanding. She's just like, "Man, this doesn't happen that often, but when it does, I mean," like, yeah. So, oh, no one played Warlords apparently that day. I guess we're gonna hear about that.
Yeah.
On the flight from Buffalo to, from Buffalo to trying to think. Yeah, Buffalo to Minneapolis. I couldn't fit in my seat.
What?
It was in the back, and like for some reason, like I just couldn't sit down without like putting so much pressure on the front of the seat. Like, it was a small plane, so they had to put me in the emergency aisle, like with legroom. So that was kind of cool. It was a free. I'm guessing it was a free upgrade. I don't know if the emergency aisle is an upgrade, but and then the way from Minneapolis to John Wayne Airport in Santa Ana, I got a lady that refused to. I even said to her, I'm like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm really tall, so my knee is going to be up against this thing. So if you lean back, it's going to crush my knee." And she didn't care, so she did it at one point, and I was just like, "Ugh, it hurts so much."
You know, that reminds me. On the way out to BlizzCon, I was like all set. Like I pulled the tray. Pulled the tray down. I put the laptop up, and then this bitch in front of me leans her chair back, and I couldn't do anything on the laptop at that point. So I was like, you know what? I got another Foff. I'm going to get into it later. I'm not going to do it now. I'm just going to add it to my list.
All right, well, on the way back, since Chili was asking me how the flight was and everything, she heard about that. So she went and upgraded my flights to give me more leg room. So, you know, I got to give a little props to her for that. Because, you know, I forgot that she did that. So I was like, yeah. I had 6 inches of leg room in front of me. I tweeted it. It was awesome. And
I'm proud of you for flying, though.
yeah, it sucks. I'm not gonna do it for a while. I know that. It's a drain. But yeah. So I try to think. I don't think there's anything else special. Oh, I got the first appearance of Deathstroke comic while we were out there too. We went to this place called Fat Collectibles, and it looked like it had a lot of anime stuff, but it was deceiving. It didn't. But they had the Teen Titans from God knows when, but it was the first appearance of Deathstroke, and he's like my favorite character, so I bought it. It was $20. It's in really good condition in one of those ridiculous cases. So
$20 in one of those ridiculous cases.
You know, like, it's a very I think I have it here, don't I? I don't know. No, it's downstairs. That's why we don't have video. So I can't show it anyways.
Yeah, I put up a little note on our video stream that says, no video, Skype literally broke group video, so we have images.
That's cool.
Hey, Ray's video just came back.
Yeah, I decided to try it.
And the stream is like bad. I got a little hairy.
Ew, did you grow hair while we were doing it?
I can attempt to show my video, I guess.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was about it. I got a free poster from there too because they had like a Deathstroke signing poster thing, like the guy that inks or draws Deathstroke. Yeah. So yay!
Huzzah!
It's perfect. It's perfect timing because now we got to move on to something else. I think.
Yes, everyone can see my reaction for Bacon News. Bacon!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bacon, 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 bacon.
It's Bacon News! Alright.
Bacon News!
We got Bacon News. Alright. So,
yes.
So this first one, I just want to let everyone know that bacon is in a store. Bacon took out a German hardware store.
Aw.
There was a boar that got loose in a
That's
German hardware store. I mean, the estimated damage was $6,500.
Oh my gosh. Damn, dude, can you imagine just like minding your own fucking business and then like a yeah.
So yeah. Oh, and not to cut that short, but there's really nothing else to talk
That's
about.
okay. I had nothing else to add.
But I found this,
What did I
and
say after that?
this is truly amazing. There is a picture here of angels and children giving Spock bacon. You have to like scroll all the way down on this page, but there is it's a painting. This is a legitimate painting. This guy does weird like paintings.
Yeah. The Street Fighter with the Last Supper is awesome.
Well, yeah, that one is cool too. Crap, what number was
There
this?
it is. Yeah, they're bringing bacon to Spock on a donut.
Yeah, Spock is.
These are strange. I like these.
This is what happens when I'm on the internet for too long.
These are awesome. I want some.
Yes. So it's picture 12, and
Cool.
he calls it. Yeah, I mean it's So there's a taxi cab there. So I assume that the angel and the two children came in the taxi, are bringing huge strips of bacon to Spock, who is riding on a flying magical donut with pink frosting and sprinkles.
Yeah, I don't really know. Okay.
Yes, so I mean this is a thing. This is a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like this should have been some of the artwork hanging up at World of Podcasts.
Oh, right, because the rest of the artwork just nearly...
No, the other artwork was great, but I felt that this would have fit right in.
It would have. It would have.
It would have been fun to maybe have some Easter egg photos like this. And see
Yeah,
if
I'm pretty
anyone
sure I would have
noticed.
hanged some of this on... I would hang some of this in my house.
I mean, it's just fantastic.
That's really awesome.
So yeah, so there you go. There's big. And Ray's
Thank
not
you
even
for that.
here.
That's an awesome site. That's a good find.
Ray, are you seeing this all
I
this
don't
No,
bacon?
I'm not. I had to go take a piss because I'm sick.
I don't eat.
It's an angel and two small children giving Spock bacon, and he is flying on a magical donut. Ray. Magical donuts and bacon. They put a sticker on it? It's worthless.
Yeah, well, no, it's on the outside of it, dude. Shut up.
Anyway, magical donut delivering Spock to the angels and children delivering bacon. It's amazing. It's a painting. It's a legitimate painting.
I like it.
All right.
I like it. I approve.
All the things.
All the things.
All right. How about we get into some news?
Let's.
Now and here's some bullshit that happened somewhere.
Deathstroke. Did he have
That's a very nice poster, Ray.
Did he have a stroke or something and died?
No, than that.
Wow, that was Sarah making fun of you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Like in your okay, wow.
Yeah, that just happened.
You've gotten his head. You've gotten his head, Ray.
Yeah, good.
I love that picture, and I wish I had one of those, and I don't have one.
Well, I stole it. I'm an art thief.
Oh.
Well, no, I felt that there were some folks who should get some of those.
I agree. Thank you.
I got no art. I was sad.
And I hope Chili liked her.
I feel like you. Yeah, she got it. We had to like improvise on how we wanted to make sure we got them home without like ripping or tearing them or anything like that.
Oh, hey, Left Head has her Rafus pet.
That's
is that a bird, Pat?
I'm assuming it's a bird.
oh, so we're gonna be doing a BlizzCon recap, which is good because I got something. Hold on.
All right.
A recap, huh? You know, I still haven't seen anything from BlizzCon. Like,
I have not.
I don't even know what Overwatch looks like. I haven't had a chance to
turn my
do
brain
anything.
off. Like I had to just turn it all off after
It's
one
crazy.
podcast. Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm not gonna
Overwatch
yell at
is fun.
Sarah for just running off the show like.
Oh, I didn't notice. Hey, bitch.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sit your ass down. We're having a show right now. Oh, yeah, you kept the banner.
Nice.
Q has my banner. I have to trade it for a shirt, which you have, by the way. I really liked how the banners turned out. I was really satisfied with them. I think they turned out great. I hope everyone else liked them too.
Look at this morose.
So yeah, so I have a banner.
That was at World of Podcasts.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So yeah, so BlizzCon recap.
Yeah, BlizzCon recap. It was a good BlizzCon.
So first, actually, we should go World Podcast. Let's go in chronological order here. World Podcast was fucking amazing.
Yeah, World of Podcast was.
Final attendance numbers sound like it was a little bit over 3,500.
Oh, really?
No.
That's what Jinx said.
We did not have that many.
That's what Jinx said. We've gone over this.
I think it was closer. I know we've gone over this, but you've said 3, and then you said 35, and I think it was 25 to 3,000.
You were standing there with me when we were talking to Jinx about this.
I was standing there with you, and I also... World of Podcast was a whirlwind. For those of you who were there and saw me, you probably know what I mean. My head popped off. So let me just set the scenario, okay? So Sayer and I, sorry I keep saying Dave. I'm still in the mode of, we don't call each other by our character names when we're together. I had to beat that into his head. Because calling me Zia in front of people is weird. So...
Especially during the auxiliary sucks.
Yeah. So we were downstairs for the influencer meetup when Derry pointed out to me that they didn't have a copy of the script. And I immediately said, what? Fuck. So I had to have the Hilton print 3 copies out for me. So I was downstairs right at about 6 o'clock or so. And everyone was saying, or Ro called me and said, where are you? Can you please come upstairs ASAP? And I'm like, yeah, I'll come upstairs. Like, I'm coming. So I go up the escalator. You had to go up 2 escalators to get up to where we were having the event. And there was a line. I came around the corner, and there's a line coming down this hall. And again, I can't describe
I took a video of the line.
You took a video of the line. Good.
I have a video of the line.
Yeah. I don't really know
how
how well
post
it'll
that
show
at some
up.
point.
Yeah.
We should, somewhere.
But there was a line of people, and not like 3 people. It went all the way. I mean, it probably started around where the escalators were.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and put this on video. Let me see if I can.
I don't know if it'll show up. Oh, there, you can see it great.
That sounds pretty good, yeah.
This was the line outside
it's a really
of our
long
event.
line.
This was me doing it from like halfway on the line. I only started taking video like
that many people were outside before the event even started because they were ready to like get there because we had some giveaways at the beginning of the event, as a lot of people know, and I'm sure they were wanting to capitalize on that. But to give you some perspective, that line that he just showed you, it was like that the entire fucking night. Mm-hmm. It never ended. It never subsided until probably about 11 o'clock. We actually had to shut down the table at like 10.
Yep.
Because we couldn't register people anymore. Like, we were just like, fuck this. Like, we can't keep doing this the rest of the night. It was insane.
We had people showing up randomly that were just in the hotel that were like, oh, what's this? Had no idea that BlizzCon was going on. Probably didn't know what video games were. They were just like, oh, we could win something? Give me a ticket. And then they'd go out back and try and check it, and it was fucking annoying.
Well, yeah, but like, a lot of people came by and they're like, well, I don't really listen to podcasts, and I was like, well, there's other shit for you to do. And like, they went into the back, like they took pictures on the green screen, they checked the art out. I think people really enjoyed themselves. I can say that I didn't, because I was fucking panicking the entire time.
That's understandable.
But I'm really proud of it.
You did a good job.
I think we all.
I watched you like fucking dominate. What's her name? Whatever that lady's name was. I saw her later on, and I'm like, "There's a lady that Zia was just like, hey, we need to do this," and I'm sorry. Every time you asked for something, you apologized. It was really funny.
Well, I didn't want to be impolite, but
I know. I just thought it was funny.
I felt. Yeah, and I wound up getting stuck back in the green screen room most of the night.
Yeah, sorry.
That was the slowest room for the most part. Well, no, I think
No,
the
it was
gaming one
not
was.
the slowest
No,
room.
and guys, it again, I cannot like so one room, the capacity would probably be I don't know, 200 and something people. Every room, I'd say, was at the capacity packed. You know, the panel rooms had 180 people, you know, sitting in there the entire fucking time. Rowe was like dripping fucking sweat down his face, running up and down the hallway. It was insane. It
Oh
was
my god, Volchin was there. He saw me. I'm sorry, but like I didn't.
Chef, you were there? What? I must have been on crack.
Because
dude.
he just said it's like that guy that stood in front of Seraphis when like I was tossing out like shit was great, and I said I'm not going to give you anything. The guy was standing like when I was.
He was watching the stream.
I don't know, or maybe I don't. Was that on the stream? All I know is like I was at the very end of the night. We had some extra prizes that we were just tossing out, and literally I was tossing them out to people who were hanging out in the panel room.
I feel.
And this one guy stood right in front of me, like just thinking I was going to give. I'm like, I'm not going to give you anything. I'm not just because you were like the jack. Because here's the thing: if one person stands in front of you and you give them something, guess what's going to happen? A whole bunch of other jackholes are going to come walking right up and stand right in front of you.
Fuck that noise.
You can't let it happen. Not once. You can't let it happen.
Sorry, Will just sent me the funniest picture ever. Sorry.
Inappropriate, Will. We're
It's not
doing
an
a show.
appropriate picture. But it involves Doomhammer. And donkey punches.
Wait, was it that guy?
Huh?
Wasn't there somebody that had like some ridiculous picture taken?
There was all kinds of ridiculous pictures. At one
there was
point,
one that
the
was
green
laughing.
screen, it got so insane.
Oh yeah, that.
Somebody broke the green screen. It got fixed.
Yeah, we fixed the green screen, but
it was intense. It
but
was
no,
so fucking intense.
so talking with like Jinx afterwards, they were just like there were so many people there, and we were constantly busy asking questions. They said their biggest mistake was they didn't bring enough stuff or people with them. What was it? Doghouse Systems said they regretted not being able to do more, and they're going to plan to fix that next year.
Oh, I have some ideas for them. Boy, I can't wait for our meeting this week.
So I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff already being planned for next year for this, but overall huge turnout. Regardless of what the file number is, I'm going to go with Jinx because they do conventions.
I would say Jinx would probably know way better than I did because, I mean, every person, because it was kind of like people, that was like their funnel point. It seemed like everyone was really streaming into the art gallery room. Yeah, I don't know. Chef, apparently Blizzard people showed up incognito.
Yeah.
They didn't identify themselves. Yeah, they didn't identify themselves to us.
I know the lead artist on Heroes of the Storm was there.
So there you go.
I did see her.
Yeah. Cool. So we did have some Blizzard folks, but they, I think, were a little bit incognito.
I don't know. My friend, the guy I know over at Blizzard said that this year's was way better than last year's. You know, like because he went to both and.
Yeah, well, I think there was a couple people who had gone to both, and they were like, "Holy shit, guys! Like, you all fucking brought it this year." So,
so they know. They know what's up.
Yeah. Very proud of our event. Very proud.
So World of Podcasts, big success. It's only big things coming next year, so stay tuned. Things are happening. Oh, I do have one thing. So then BlizzCon happened.
Did it?
Oh yeah, and then there was BlizzCon.
Yeah, after World Podcast there was BlizzCon,
Yeah,
and I picked up this little guy.
There. Everybody knows what happened there. Wouldn't it be like more like a dead Murloc though?
Do I have? I do not have my daughter's Murloc sounder on here, but either way, got the little Murloc. So that's.
I had to shave it, Adam.
Oh, and I also got my keychain.
Oh yeah, mine's hanging on my thing in the back. I never got material to Will, my little button. So.
Trying to see. Do I have any of those?
Brian, I'm glad to hear that Scott was impressed. He seemed happy when we ran into him in the hallway.
And by Scott, I'm talking Scott Johnson.
Scott Johnson, yeah. We ran into him and his wife in the hallway, and at BlizzCon, and he said, "Oh, we need to come back next year."
Nice.
So we'll see. I don't want to make any promises because he's a busy dude, but he was so nice, and he was so nice to do that custom print in the goodie bags. I mean, we all know he's nice, but I'm glad that he liked it, I guess.
Oh, so one other thing that we had at World Podcast, which didn't quite work out great, but I tried getting people to sign the Alliance and Horde book.
Well, it's just the line. People thought they had to do it.
Yeah. So that was a mistake, but it was still pretty cool. Like, I'm looking through this, and there's people from Norway. There's a guy here from Atlanta, Georgia. I was like, holy shit!
Nice.
Look at that. Wow,
Nice.
there's a guy right here
So
in my
did the whole
backyard.
book get filled? Because we should just use the same books. We should just use the same book.
No, it didn't. It did not get filled. So I would definitely want to make better use of it next year.
Well, put it in one of the rooms.
But then we also got the Horde book. Don't worry, folks.
So we should put the dates in there so that way we don't get our years confused.
And
but
put it in one of the rooms that's not where people are trying to get in, because that causes a...
So
stoppage.
What I've learned is Norwegian players are Alliance, and there's a lot of Canadians who are Horde. Just
because all the Canadians are in our guild.
There was one Australia person. There's one.
Was it the guy that punched me in the face?
Was it MacGyver?
I don't know, but there's an Australia person. See, Australia. But no, Norwegian people play Alliance. Norway, the land of legal prostitution and illicit drugs.
I shared an Uber with MacGyver, actually.
Isn't he nice?
Yeah, he's sweet.
He went to the baconing with me.
Yeah, he's so nice. Oh my gosh, he was.
Yeah,
so
he went to our guild dinner on whatever night it was. I forgot. I'm totally spaced out on it, but it was in Fullerton. You guys got to go there if you get a chance. By the way, it's called the Old Ship. It's an English pub. It's amazing.
Where?
The Old Ship. It's in Fullerton. It's 10 or 15 minutes away.
Oh yeah, I should add something to my Foffs about Sarah and.
Uh-oh.
Don't you dare flop me about the baconing, because that was delicious.
I'm not gonna. Oh
shit! Shit's going down, son.
About the baconing.
Well, the baconing was fantastic.
So
that burger.
Why don't you talk about it?
Okay, so on was it Wednesday night when we got there? We went to this place called Slater's 50/50, and I got this burger called the bacon. Their specialty is their burgers are 50% ground beef and 50% ground bacon, and I had a ball. Let me tell you, because you can make your own burger. So I picked the Slater's 50/50 burger. And then I picked a bacon pretzel bun. I had them add bacon on there, and I had them do bacon ketchup on there. I'm going to try and show you guys a picture. I'm trying to hold this up.
Jesus, that looks fake.
It is delicious. It was delicious. And then I also, for an appetizer, a whole bunch of us shared appetizers, I ordered the bacon poutine, so that was the French fries and the bacon brown gravy.
What did you think of that? That was the first time you'd had poutine, right?
It was good.
Okay.
It was
usually
tasty.
it doesn't have bacon.
But it was bacon poutine, and it had cheese curds, so it was good. It was very tasty.
Yeah, poutine's fat-tastic.
It was phenomenal. So the baconing was great. We had beer, we had bacon burgers. Everyone indulged. It was fantastic. Anyway, so BlizzCon. We actually got an email. So Lucid from the guild Entropy on Zul'jin US wanted the show to know that there are people in the Entropy guild who ask the tough questions. One of those being, can we get bacon in WoW? If you don't believe me, go to the BlizzCon WoW Q&A around minute 32. I'll send a link to our guild list so you can learn more if you choose. It's taken a while since I gave the show some bacon love, but I think this may make up for it. But yeah, so that's the guild that asked, when are we going to be able to craft our own bacon in game? then, like, literally, they immediately emailed us after they asked. It was like, I was checking the times. So there's the guild. I'm going to put their guild. It's entropy.engine.com. Engine, which was another supporter of World of Podcast. They sent us a whole bunch of codes. So I thought that was awesome. So the person who asked is they're listeners of our show and wanted to send us some love. So thank you, Lucid, and your guild mates for asking the tough questions.
Yes.
Of when we can craft bacon in game.
And it was thoughtful of you to let us know.
I mean, the moment it happened, people were finding me and telling me that it happened. It was ridiculous.
It's so funny. You really made a name for yourself over this whole bacon thing.
I'm big time stuff in the bacon community.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not going to be shy about that.
No, you're not.
Well,
these are my people.
Ray.
What?
So mean.
Oh, come on.
My people.
Heard worse.
I didn't even hear what Ray said. I'm writing a bacon.
I hate you for it.
Oh.
I hate you.
But it's bacon. Look,
it's a strong word.
See, look, pre-bacon, bacon, pre-bacon, bacon.
Oh, we've created a monster.
Yes.
All right. So, other BlizzCon Overwatch got announced.
Yes, Overwatch. Yeah,
I've heard that looks fun. I have no idea what it is.
It's like Team Fortress too.
Yeah, and that's what I've heard.
It's similar. Yeah, it's like Team Fortress.
It seemed pretty polished. It seemed pretty fun. I'm actually working on a project with a lot of different folks on it. So, actually, if you're interested, stay tuned to @Overwatch Report on Twitter. I'm working with a ton of folks, and I'm going to leave people out, but it's like Rillandune from Hotscast. It's we got Adam from a Random Geek from the Nexus podcast and Monk Meditation. Will's involved from D20 Crit. So there's a lot more people involved. A Dairy from Open Raid wanted to be involved. So a lot of cool things. We're trying to get schedules nailed down so we can meet about it. It should be pretty fun.
I still think you all should let Intern Wade be on it.
I'm sure he's going to be involved because he was kicking ass.
I kind of think Intern Wade.
You know, we're doing a thing about Overwatch 2. It's going to be me, Vic, and Logan. And it's good.
Oh, how's Vic and Ray in the morning going?
Good. But it is. We rekindled our love in front of the fountain. Actually, Chili was there too. She was kind of jealous. But no, we're gonna start a podcast about Overwatch. We couldn't decide the name. It was gonna be Leet Watched or Oversauced. But then Logan decided just to call it Butts. So I think it's getting pretty serious.
Ooh, it's hot.
That's why I've been hashtagging Butts every time I talk to them.
Oh.
Okay.
I know it was that was the biggest waste of time ever, but whatever. It was fun.
All right. So other than that, they announced Goblins versus Gnomes for Hearthstone's coming out in December. So we have a couple weeks for that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
The next Legacy of the Void, StarCraft 2 expansion coming soon-ish, probably sometime.
I really need to get into StarCraft.
You should.
The campaign is really cool. The story is
so
really
fun.
The story looks really fascinating.
Do it.
I need to play the first one. I need to play them in order.
No, I never played StarCraft 1.
No, I need to play them in order.
I never played it. It was fine. You just hop in. I understand. I feel like I know Jim Raynor.
I'm pretty sure you can go onto YouTube and get a story recap of the cutscenes and everything for StarCraft.
I'll find you one, Zia. Because you know what? I'll watch one and I'll tell you how it is and I'll find it for you, okay?
Okay.
Because I did that with the whole Warcraft 3 thing once. It was like 6 hours. Like all the expansions for that and everything. It was fun. I was sick. I was just laying in bed.
So, other thoughts about BlizzCon? Well, Zia, for you, since you were actually in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say
nothing that's that's not gonna get brought up in Foffs and Props, I suppose.
What about the arena, the the StarCraft arena?
Oh my gosh! I don't.
What up?
Again, I don't play StarCraft or anything like that. That arena was one of the highlights. Only just to walk in and just fathom it. It was so. Oh my goodness! The screen was so dynamic that. And I'm sure there's pictures online of this. So if you haven't seen the StarCraft arena that was set up for BlizzCon this year, go look at it. It was set up in like almost like a basketball arena or like a stadium. And there's this absolutely enormous screen that took up an entire side of this stadium. And it was all digital, and it was changing with, whatever different factions and things like that. And it was sick. It was so cool. Yeah, just walking in and experiencing like the excitement in the room of everyone watching these matches. Oh, it was so cool. I'm really glad that you brought that up, Sarah, because I would not have known to go over there.
I just wanted to go see it.
Said something. Oh yeah. Oh, and I'm glad we did. It was worth it.
There was no seats. You could not get a seat.
No, it was actually when we tried to go back in with Will and the crew, we had to wait to get in because they were at capacity. So we had to wait, and then we went in and experienced it, and then came right back up because the room was fucking hot. It was really hot in that arena. Oh yeah, and the Hearthstone stage as well. Like the the thing that they built for the Hearthstone finals was also a very, very nice stage. I think it captured the game really well. It was good.
Yeah, the Hearthstone stage was really awesome. I want to actually get them to build that in my basement if they can. That would be.
Yeah, we'll get right on that, Sarah.
All right. I'm glad you all agree with that. All right, so. So anything else BlizzCon related, Ray?
Did anyone in the chat room or you two go see Metallica?
Honestly, I did not. I went to go.
We went and got in the hot tub.
That's what. Yeah, well, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, me, Will, Trist, Wade, and Sarah all went and got in our hot tub, and
that sounds.
And there was a drunk girl who took off her clothes, like out by the pool.
Oh my god, that's right. That's right.
And then she tried to take like someone else's stuff because like this.
Trist. Or no, the other girl's stuff in the hot tub.
No, because there was like another girl and another dude who came to the hot tub. And this girl took off her clothes and then tried to take this other person's stuff, and then left all of her clothes in the pool area. It was ridiculous.
And the girl who was drunk, who Sarah's talking about, she walked up to us, and she had on a bra and panties, not proper bathing suit, whatever. Which, fucking, who cares? It's the same thing. You could tell it was a regular bra and a regular pair of panties.
Yeah, this is getting hot.
It was nude. The panties were a nude color.
And so it was definitely a thong. It was either a thong or they were riding up real bad.
Oh yeah, when she turned around, it was a thong.
It was all butt.
Thong in the pool, and came over to us, and she was out of her fucking mind, drunk.
# butt.
Yes, and she walked across the pool. She walked across the thing, and we all watched this girl and just fucking looked at her ass the whole way out. She left, went back.
Was it nice?
It was all right. She went back into the Marriott. But here's the thing. She walked back into the Marriott, down the hall. She had to have been, I don't know, she had to have gone down the hall this way. Yeah, as Trish said, it was a string thong. Went down the hall of the Marriott. I mean, she didn't have any clothes on.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, Adam, I meant she walked across like the
No, she was drunk, Jesus. Let's just let it sit.
Adam's
Yeah, apparently she
drunk
fell.
Jesus.
Intern Wade was like, "Oh yeah, she fell down." What? She fell? Yeah. But this chick was, dude, Chef, there was 5 of us there. I promise you, this fucking happened. Yeah. She was out of her mind. She looked a little young though. I mean, she looked like she was probably right at 21, if not a little younger. So, yeah.
All right, but yeah. So that was, and then there was
about that.
and then there was the BlizzCon after parties, and after that, and shenanigans afoot. So yeah, it's part of my Foffs.
Yeah.
Oh, I got props too. I should think about. I got props.
You should probably just play the buffer.
Well, no, because Warlords, real quick, Warlords.
There is a game.
Yeah, it's a game.
So Z, let me start with you because I've definitely seen you online. It looks like you played a little bit. Initial thoughts.
Yeah, I like it. I like seeing. I don't know. It's nice to see Draenor before it got all fucked up. Pretty, and sorry, Brian just said something in the chat room made me laugh. So yeah, I'm impressed with it. I think it's really nice. Garrisons are fun.
Yeah.
Like, I like sending my followers out to do missions for me.
Well, of course,
Like-
that's what you
like,
do in
I
real
like-
life.
Well, yeah, that is. I get to live.
You have servants in game. It's so fancy. Garrisons are so fancy.
Yeah, she's just
Yeah.
like Mulveric. Now she calls her fucking Jeeves Mulveric. She's like, Mulveric, go do stuff for me.
Bring me the goods. Yeah, so that's fun. I like Garrisons a lot. It's been a little kind of weird getting used to the different. They took away talents that I was used to because I had taken a break from the game, and so
Yeah.
you know, there's certain buttons certain actions I'm wanting to do that like evocation. It's not there anymore.
That's
And
why they
so-
have the pre-patch. You should have
I
played
know
with the
they have
pre-patch.
Yeah, Tris, I'm working on my vacation garrison right now. You can come visit me. We'll have a lady time.
Vacation garrison. Jesus.
Yes. All my friends are invited.
So
anyway,
what-
yeah, I like it so far.
And what level are you at?
I'm 92.
92. Good job.
I believe I'm 92. I think. Yeah. Maybe.
Just to note, Addie.
Shut up. Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
No, Addie was leveling, and she's like, "I'm gonna be the last one in our guild to hit 100." I'm like, "No, it's probably gonna be Zia."
It's gonna be me.
Yeah.
But-
I'll go because your experience is.
Well, I'm just gonna throw it out there. You should try and get to 100 before Friday of this week, because that's when the Warcraft 10-year anniversary stuff happens, and you need to be level 100 to do it.
I'm not gonna be able to. I don't think.
I am not gonna be level 100 by the time Friday rolls around.
We'll see.
Molten Core, LFR, and
I'm not gonna be level 100 by the time that stuff happens.
I mean, I won't be able to do anything with you because I'm not gonna be able to get my second tune to 100 by then. But I'm 93 right now. I actually hit 93 last night without even realizing it. I was doing the some quest line. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to spoil stuff, so I was doing some quest line, but it was good. It was actually keeping my interest, so I didn't notice that I dinged. And I was just like, oh shit, there's my experience bar at reset. It's back to 93 now. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
and I've been making gold on the auction house like a fucking fiend. It's
Really?
great. Oh yeah.
I'm impressed
Things
you're
are-
making anything.
Things are overpriced like crazy, so we're doing that. But I heard Seraph's high level now.
I hit level 100.
Oh God. How was waking up and like leveling and power leveling? How was that?
It was rough because the servers were definitely having issues. So I think
Yeah.
Blizzard, I think, underestimated the amount of people coming back to WoW. I think also they were getting distributed denial of service attacks as well.
Yeah, did you see the picture of
the internet traffic? Yeah, there was
where
the
it was
tracks,
coming from?
Yeah, it was like Russia and China.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What was happening?
They were getting DDoS.
I want to find the picture to show
Okay,
you.
I'm a little out of the loop on this. Did something happen?
Yeah, so they were getting DDoS while their launch was going on. A lot of it was affecting their website. Their website was down. Their website was hard down for a while. But if you also look, it was attacking like where they had their servers, Chicago, New York, etc. So it was that, and I think that they handled fairly well the DDoS. I mean, but they definitely were not handling some of the bottlenecks in game, which were causing people to just
Wow.
stall
It
out.
just looks like fucking like missile attacks almost.
It does
and
look
they're
like
all
missile
going
attacks.
to California.
Oh,
Yeah,
it looks
so
like somebody's messing with Washington and
Well, they probably have, I mean, like, you know, wherever the servers are. It's just crazy how, like, that happens. You can't really prepare for it. So people were bitching about...
Well, I mean, to be fair, Blizzard also acknowledged that they did create some bottlenecks. Garrisons were kind of borked for a little bit. They had to fix that. They had to upgrade some server hardware. They did that on Saturday. So,
I don't think it was a bad launch, though. I mean,
I think it was worse compared to
Mistborn
and Cataclysm. I think stability-wise, it was worse.
But do you think more people are excited about this expansion than they were for Mist?
I definitely sense a lot more excitement. We've actually had several people actually just come back to the game. A name that you probably remember from way back in the day, Zia, Aquadora. The druid here.
Oh, the druid?
Yeah.
That's back. Like a blast from the past.
I know, but Ray may even remember Aquadora.
That name does not sound familiar to me.
All right. Well, it's a druid healer that we had a long time. They're back, and they're a mage now.
Cool.
So, but, I mean, that's just someone who's, like, left the game so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And is coming back. So people,
nice.
I have noticed that people are coming back. It's, but yeah, it was, overall, I really enjoyed the leveling experience. I enjoyed the story. Little tip for everyone, your outposts in the different zones let you do stuff with your follower missions, so you don't have to go all the way back to your garrisons. I found that out after I hit level 100. So, but, you know, I'm not overly mad about that because I was having a lot of fun with the whole experience.
Good.
I was the second person in our guild to hit level 100.
Who was the first?
Grizz.
It wasn't Zenny?
Nope.
What?
I know.
Zenny's always the first to everything.
Well, I was the first last expansion.
Oh, you're a dick.
Well. No, but like we have 8 or 10 level 100s when I logged off right before the show. So I mean, we've been running some dungeons together, you know, gearing each other up. It's been a lot of fun, and probably the best part about leveling up was hanging out on Mumble with like all the guildies and just talking about the different quests and what we were doing. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that aspect a lot, and it was funny because once they had to lower population caps on the servers, our queue times was like under 2 minutes.
Yeah, I waited one time for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. So people were actually transferring over to our server.
Dude, it was bad. I saw some like mine. I literally came upstairs when I got home from work. I came upstairs, logged in, saw it was like over an hour and a half, and I went downstairs. Literally baked bacon for like I made a bacon wrap. I ate. It was like an hour.
I'm proud of you.
That's a Friday night meal for me.
It's really good.
I bake bacon slowly in the oven, and it's really good.
Yes.
Was it sensual? Like you
good.
baked it slow. I think you ate it slowly.
No, you bake it. It tastes so much better. I'm a full on convert. I don't bake anymore. I always bake it now.
Yeah, but I did that. I sat down, ate, talked to my mom. You know, she just got back from like out of town, so I was sitting there talking to her. I'm like, oh, I should go upstairs and check my queue. Came out back upstairs. It still said like 30 minutes. I'm like, motherfucker. But people were having like 4-hour queue times, and then it wasn't even like, and then they get kicked off because they had to do like it's. I felt bad for some people. They're probably gonna have to refund some money. Like,
there's some people actually in the chat room saying, like Joe said he waited 8 hours to get in. Yeah. Aeon said he waited, I think 5 hours. That's insane, guys.
Hey, come hang out on Dalaran, Phalanx and
come over.
We're a fucking awesome bunch of fuckers.
And I level so slowly, you will probably be able to level 2 characters 100 by the time I hit 1.
Yeah.
So
even Pup Dog was online leveling. I don't know if you
saw
it. I know. Look at that.
That was awesome.
I was excited for him.
Yeah, it was cool. So
probably, though, I will say this: one of my single-handed best features while leveling up is the gear rewards from quests, because they can sometimes be like rare or epic.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I absolutely love it because it's always something to look forward to. Like, am I gonna get it? Am I gonna get it? And you're like, oh, and then like when you do get it, it's like one of the final quests in Nagran is a weapon, and it upgraded to an epic, and it replaced my heirloom weapon. It's so good.
So apparently in the chat room, we've decided you need to put "we're an awesome bunch of fuckers" as our guild message. Seriously, you guys want to come on over? Hang out with us, Aeon. It's cool. We're fun.
All right, Geek of Random Adam, was hanging out in our Mumble server while he was leveling on his.
Yeah, I ran into him and he was like, "You guys are waking up really early." He's like, "Oh, you should go level with them." So I'm glad he did.
Yeah, so I mean, he was hanging out with us. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was funny because for an hour he was upset that we weren't talking to him, but then he realized he was on mute the whole time.
Oh.
So that also happened. So this is what happens when you sleep deprive yourself in order to play a video game.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So
yay, Adam!
Warlords.
I love Adam so much. He's. I love him. I have another crush, and it's Adam. Sorry. Please continue.
You and your fucking crushes.
I have so many crushes, dude.
I was giving Will shit because he was wearing a skinny tie and he was all dressed nice, and I was like, "You're fucking dressing fancy for Zia, aren't you? You're trying to because she has such a crush on you that you are influenced and you want to make sure you're fancy for her." He was fucking laughing. I think he was drinking.
To be fair, his wife kidnapped me, so
I had to rein myself in.
Everybody was so cool though. I was kind of happy.
Yeah, I
want to point out that Tristan, Will's wife, kidnapped me away from the airport, and I'm like, "Oh my god, you were supposed to turn." I'm like, "You were supposed to turn." She's like, and she told me, "Relax, just let it happen."
That was our slogan that weekend was "Relax, let it happen."
Yep.
That was our slogan.
And then later, Will called me while she was connecting. He's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Well, your wife just took me away from the airport, and I'm behind her." He's like, "Oh, so that's happening."
And I, when I got to the airport, and he went to go get my baggage, I looked to my left. And remember, I have never met Will. I mean, I've seen him. But him and Wade were, walking up towards me. And I looked to my right, and I was like, "Oh, I just found Will." And I was like, "Oh, God." And I was on the phone with Sarah, and I was like, "Okay, I found Will." And then, Sarah didn't answer me, and I was like, "Well, I guess he hung up on me."
No, there's no. Her exact words, because Tristan and I were making fun of this, is she's like, "You turned to Will and said, 'Oh, they hung up on me,' and I'm like, Tristan and I were yelling, 'We're still on the phone.'"
I was just like, my eyes. I was like, "Oh,
so
I only had eyes for
ridiculous.
Will." I was like, "Oh, Will's here." I'm sorry, I needed to stop.
So ridiculous.
And Wade's adorable too.
Mm-hmm.
So I had two handsome men come and escort me from the airport to another handsome lady, or handsome man and wonderful lady. So yeah, are we gonna do Foffs at any
let's
point?
do Foffs.
Okay.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Saddam Hussein of Iraq.
Tristan is right. When you hung up on me, I was like, she just hung up on me. She just did that. And she told them that I hung up on her.
Sorry.
It was ridiculous.
I didn't hear you all. I thought you hung up on me. So I figured, fuck it. I'll hang up my phone. You found me, so...
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, so Foss, Ray, why don't you start?
Alright, so people that decided that it was more important to go drink than help just clean up after World of Podcasts. I understand that it's a massive party going on downstairs. Alright? I understand this. But the amount of people that were helping...
That's what Ray looked like when this was going down.
It could have got... and I have gout, so my feet were hurting, and it's not fun. It's not carrying. I mean, not carrying things. We were pushing things for the most part, but still, if there were just 5 more people, we could have gotten it done 15 minutes. But it took 2 hours.
I did not get to bed until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 3 o'clock. I don't know what the situation was with what was expected of us, but I felt helping Atticus was a thing, because even though he was I'm guessing he got paid to do this, right?
Yeah, he just showed up.
Yeah. I mean, I think he said something.
He got paid.
Okay, but here's the thing: we had to be out of there by a certain time. Like the Hilton said that, so I was just like, why the fuck aren't people like helping us? Like, I can understand if they're just like, go ahead and take your time, if whatever, but. Like, we need to get out of there, and I literally heard people, well, guess what? We're just going to do the bare minimum we need to do because we need to go get downstairs and go party. Yeah. From, like, people that were I guess staff? I don't know. I don't know who these people are, but... And I don't know anybody, so I can't really name names.
I think the whole thing probably could have been coordinated better, and I blame myself partially for that. And and I feel bad because I wish you guys would have called me because
we just wanted to take care of it. It was
I know, but Wade was helping me carrying boxes, and I just wish that after I was done, I probably could have come back and helped you guys just finish up. But
it was one of those things where we weren't going to call. I mean, it was just something that needed to be done, and it was kind of like, well. Fuck, I wish people would have stuck around. Like, I'm really glad. It was like you, Rev, and me, and then Will came by, which was awesome. That's like one of my absolute favorite memories ever. Was Will coming in that escalator?
Yeah. That was really funny too. Yeah,
that was awesome. That made my heart.
He's just like, He's like, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, come with me. He's such a doll.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think a lot of that was, we just didn't know. I mean, I think one of the things that I really Fem, it's fine. It's fine.
Here's the problem with me. I don't have any decision making in the process. I'm just helping. I don't know who's supposed to be helping and who's not. Who was like if I wouldn't have asked Ro to do anything because it looked like he was.
No, Ro looks like he was about to pass out.
Yeah, like that.
It was. No, it's. Yeah, it's hard to. Fucking Dan Lanza. Dan motherfucking Lanza is in the channel.
Christ.
Sorry. Anyway, it's one of those things where we didn't know, and I think a lot of people.
They had it in the mind to go and drink,
I know, but a lot of people jumped in who I never even asked to help.
Oh, a lot of the people from my guild helped out when
oh my God.
Everybody needed a break and to go do panels and stuff. Like, I threw a big... Like, I didn't know they helped until, afterwards, because I was out back.
Family?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. They just took care of the front area, and they were
Yes, they did. And I am
it was so cool.
So grateful to every single one of you all for that. Because that front desk was so... I was so unprepared. My mind turned off. I was so exhausted. My mind was just shut down. I was like, how the fuck are we gonna get this many people into this room? And I don't even know. And you all fucking the Forge, all you folks came up and you were like, we got this table under fucking lock.
Yeah. They wanted to help. They wanted to help me because they knew I was trying to help you guys, and they were like, we'll help.
Oh, I'm so thankful for the people. Yeah. Who just showed up? Who we never even knew would volunteer.
Yeah.
Everyone.
All that was supposed to happen was Chili was supposed to come work the front desk with me. That was it. That was all I knew. And then all of a sudden I see everybody sit down. I'm like, holy shit.
That was one thing that really stood out in my mind was that front desk. I mean, and that initially happened, and people just came up to me and they were like, "Okay, you need help. What do we do?" I mean, and. People just started sitting down and just really, I mean, regardless of the cleanup effort, I wish I could add more people, but honestly, so many people jumped in who didn't have to, who just did because they wanted to, was tremendous. Next year, we really want to try and do a better job of having...
You learn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the first year we had done something at that scale. So, I'm so glad you guys helped clean up, though. Holy fuck balls, I was tired. I was about to cry. I was so fucking.
Yeah, I kept on having to hug you.
Yeah. I had a fucking breakdown.
I felt like I got a nice workout in. The next morning, I felt like I was swole. I
lost weight. You felt like Sarah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Sarah. And also, I lost 10 pounds at that whole thing because I stopped eating because I couldn't afford to, as usual.
Yeah, actually, carrying boxes, my arms were sore.
Especially where you guys had to come from. You had to come from across the way, the Marriott, so...
Adam just said, I was so exhausted. And I think every single person who helped with the podcast was exhausted. Because it was so... Again, there was just so many people that you just were constantly going. There was no downtime.
Oh,
at all. It was exhausting.
It was fun to meet everybody, though. Like, I will say.
Yeah, Dan fucking Lanza's coming out. And Dan, just so you know, I'm not going to BlizzCon. I'm just going to California next year, and I'm going to go to fucking Disneyland. I've never been to Disneyland, and I'm going to do World of Podcast. So if you don't go to BlizzCon, buddy, we'll hang out.
Nice.
We'll go to the pool. We can have pool time. We can have a pool day every day.
And then I gotta props you and Sarah. I was joking in the thing when I wrote it down that said I didn't see Sarah do anything. That was a joke. Yeah. Sarah read it and was like, "Oh shit, I think he's mad at me."
Yeah.
Like, no, not at all. You guys were rocking it. I woke up a little late that morning, and you guys were already doing shit, and it was fun. I enjoyed helping. I made the best of it because I've learned in my life not to get frustrated when stuff like this happens. I have to work the Super Bowl at a pizza place every year. I know how shit just piles up, and you guys got to get through it. Freaking out isn't going to help, so just go at your own pace and just do it. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you guys got through it.
Thank you. Yeah, I am so glad. I really wish Medi and Lignar could have been there as well. I think me, Dave, Brian, V.
I definitely missed having them there.
Yeah.
It would have been nice for Medi and Lignar to be there.
Yeah.
To see all the hard work they helped out with.
Yeah.
All right, Zia, do you want to go into your stuff now? Because that was my thing. So
yeah, I did give away some of mine. That was props to the after party cleanup crew, and then of course props to Forge family for helping the registration table. And then anybody else that I may be missing, I'm just thankful to everyone who volunteered, all the panelists, everyone. Holy shit, I'm so glad you were there. Thank you for having our backs. I want to give props to intern Wade. Yeah. See, Ray knows intern.
I just love that his name's intern Wade. It makes me giggle.
Yeah, I'm hoping. He was introduced as intern Wade to everyone, so when I say intern Wade, I'm sure people will know who I'm talking about. I really want to have intern Wade on our show. We would have to tone it down because he's underage. But I would love to have intern.
I don't think his mom would let him be on our show.
Oh, he's that young?
So he's 17.
What?
He didn't look 17. He didn't look it. He didn't act it. He was very.
Yeah, like
intern Wade. The legend continues. Yes, Ro. If you all did not meet intern Wade, he was he is awesome. I love him. He was so cheerful and happy, and I was really I was really nervous the day before World of Podcast, and I remember Wade was sitting there. We were in their hotel room, and he just looked at me, and he's like, "It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome, and you're gonna be fine." And it was just so cool to have someone so positive around me. So intern Wade, I'm so thankful that he was there. He was a bright star. And it was his first BlizzCon. And it's so fun when you're with someone and it's their first BlizzCon because they're so wide-eyed and they don't know what they're getting themselves into, and it's always really exciting. But he really stepped up. Let's see oh yeah, and Foff to the Hangover I had on Saturday. We went over to see our Twisted Nether friends. We went to the Twisted Nether Blogcast party, which is always very nice and chill. And we hung out there and saw our folks, our friends there. And I started drinking, and I drank, and we drank. I know, Fem. I want to see the pictures. I bet they're nice. And I got really drunk, and Saturday night, after we left the party,
you started making up Mega Man villain names for everybody.
That's when I started making up Mega Man villain names. And I was walking home, fucking random geek. Yeah, I did. Well, and Fim knows because my anxiety level was like this after World of Podcast, before and after, and I couldn't relax. Dave couldn't relax. I don't think Brian could relax. And I was so drunk. I went back to and I don't usually drink this much at BlizzCon. I don't. It's just something I don't like to do. I don't like to be out of control, And we walked back to the Hilton, and I had one arm around Adam, that random geek, and I had one arm around Dave, Sarah. And I was just, I think us three laughed so hard the whole way back, and I just kept calling Adam "fuck man," and then, and I don't really know why. And then
because that's what you do. You get drunk and you come up with Mega Man villains.
You know why? Because his real name sounds like a porn star name, and that's why I thought he sounded like "fuck man." And I went back to the room, and Ro was saying he was one of our roommates, and I went back and laid my head on Bim's boobs, didn't I? Didn't I do something like that?
I don't know.
I think at one point we went back to the room, and I laid my head on her tits. She had her clothes on. I mean, they could have been off at that point. I was so blitzed. I did that. I'm glad that you thought it was funny, Brian, because I was really, really obnoxious, and I could have pissed you off. So I'm glad I didn't. Okay, then I laid my head. Oh, God. Well, he has pictures of me laying my head on her boobs. So there you go. I also got to motorboat Tristan. So that was awesome. What are you shaking your head for? It was awesome.
Because your face.
Oh, Dan, you know...
Oh, here we go.
You could have left my card as mail. So, I want to say this really quick and then let Dave do his Foffs, but... I
got a lot. And then we got even more community ones. So.
Yeah, we do. Sorry, I'm running the timer up. But, so Dan in the chat room said, Foff to me for fucking up Zia's card. I'm a dumb, foolish person who needs to be stoned. So Dan, who did Henchman, at the top of each little card, it says male or female, and mine said male. So, yeah, he has me as the wrong gender.
Which I thought was... gender.
I screw up gender all the time, so it was a very, like, meta joke, and I think you should leave it alone, honestly. But
hashtag meta.
Hashtag meta.
Hashtag
anyway,
nerd.
Nerd, you have the floor, sir. Sorry I dominated there.
Yeah. All right, so real quick, I'm going to say props to Sean from The Edge and Dr. Dre for helping with the initial line with the tickets. So I saw the line. I saw we were running into...
Sean and Dr. Dre. Oh, yeah.
So, like, me, I just kept asking, like, Fuck Bupa, and, like, I forgot who else, and I'm sorry. It was like,
Fuck. Yeah, Fuck
I was like,
tremendous.
I was like, just give me tickets. Just keep giving me tickets. And I was like, giving some to Dr. Dre, giving some to Sean, and I was just running tickets. And we were going all the way down the line, and we were just handing tickets to people so we can get people in and out as quick as possible. And so I appreciate that help.
Yeah, there.
Fuck off to Concord because I had it when I got back. I thought I was escaping, but then like I woke up on Monday morning. I was like, holy fuck. This is not good. So I've been telling Dayquil from there. And then Foff to the bitch in front of me on the plane flight out who saw I was working on a laptop and then leaned her seat back anyway. Fucking cunt bag.
Dude, people have no concept of other people's space. They shouldn't allow seats to go back, personally.
Alright, and Foff to Will for taking my cell phone and making me think it was stolen, which... You know, props to him for walking with me back to the convention center to help find it because we thought it was stolen, and we were using Find My iPhone app on my iPad, which was a whole other thing. But then props to intern Wade for going with me up to the hotel room, their hotel room, Will, Tristan, and Wade's hotel room, to find it and get it. Which, by the way, it was sitting on their bed. And then fuck off to finance departments. You know who you are. Who double charged my credit card. Not going to name names, but this fucking sucks, and I need to jump through fucking hoops to take care of their mistake.
I'm not happy that happened.
Also, another props to intern Wayne for helping me pack up boxes and carry stuff after World of Podcast. That was awesome. Because those boxes were heavy, because I had to ship them, and it was over 100 pounds of stuff that we had to ship back. So, I know how heavy those things were. So, thank you, Wade.
Oh, I just thought of another prop, sorry.
Oh, and I want to say, just in general, props to everyone involved in World Podcast. You all were phenomenal, and I can't wait to do it again next year. And I want to say specifically for my Warlords themed props here, props to Nowtime, Adams, Lou, Addy, Shang, Grizz, Tarkona, Skies, Quarry, Jim. I think that is everyone who's been hanging out with us on a mumble chat while we've been leveling. So Phalanx and Nod folks, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out and making leveling fun, awesome, especially during the up and down of the servers. It's been...
Yeah.
You guys have definitely helped keep me sane during my all long stretches of gaming. So thank you.
Yeah, I do want to add on to that props, by the way, about the World of Podcast. Sorry. Tarkonis, Sean, Pagan Geek, and Wow Mardian, I believe, for doing the post shows.
Yep.
Thank you all for doing that. That was awesome of you. Thank you so much. Okay, now I'm done. Now we can do everybody else.
All right, so we have community. So the Honda says, props to Helenka for taking time to meet the Forge family during BlizzCon. Tarkonis says, props to everyone that made the stream happen for us at home that couldn't be there. So that was Accusad, mostly.
Accusad.
Pretty
and
much
that was
he
tremendous. That was tremendous because now we know that we can stream World Podcast. We never thought we could, but now we know that we can and we know how. So.
All right, so I'm not sure if we mentioned this, but the reason why we weren't sure we could do it is because we were using little MiFi units.
Yeah.
Because the Hilton literally told us that if we got a hardline internet connection, it would be worthless because Blizzard was using it all. Essentially, they were using like all the bandwidth.
Yeah. So we used MiFi hotspots, and that did the trick, and it saved us a shitload of money. So yeah.
Let's see. Adamskin said, fall off to the grocery store for only having a coupon for super heavy turkeys. I don't need a fucking 23-pound turkey, you bastards. But think of all the turkey sandwiches.
Yeah, leftover turkeys are shit.
I love leftover turkey. I'll just go into the refrigerator and rip some meat off the bird and like, let's do this. We're doing this.
The bird.
Like they're like, oh, shouldn't you cut that up? I'm like, no, it has to stay intact, and I want to slowly rip it away.
Oh, Rose says props to the Forged in Flame, or to Forged in Flame.
Yep.
By the way, sorry, I was thinking the Forged family because you just said that earlier. I'm like,
let's see. Random Geek says Foff American Airlines, those assholes, and Will says Foff to Sarah for having the same phone cover as shows. It's not the same phone cover. Hers is like aqua blue, and mine is black. I want to show this. Like it's black. It's white with black. Hers has a thing like right here. Anyway, this next one, I know that you are rubbing your pussy right now.
I know Rex never comes on camera, and like he showed up.
But you need to read this next off because you need to do the voice.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So Chef Fulgen says, props to the Blizzard techs, devs, and CMs for having to deal with all the hate going around due to issues during launch. And Foff the people spewing so much hate at specific individuals within Blizzard. You're supposed to be better than that. Also, props to everyone at Blizzard. Warlords of Draenor is awesome. And props to Seraphis and Zia for a great World of Podcast. Ray 2, I suppose.
Yeah.
One more thing. Since I know Zia likes the long ones, props to Zia for keeping up the troll accent during this long-ass fluff and props. Yeah, I failed.
No, it was good. I like it.
All right. Clubber sent in an email. Ray, do you want this one?
I could, yeah.
It's a long one. Or do you want Riku's? Do you want Riku's?
No, I'll do it because I'll yell at him for the long email. All right. Hi, Sundering crew. Here are my Foffs for the week. Foff to this whole expansion launch, not because it was rough for Blizzard and I couldn't log in. I understand the hiccups. Foff to the people, or fuck off to the people who go on the forums and complain of profane language and hostile phrasing. There is no reason to be so volatile during this. If you're upset, articulate your feelings so everyone knows there's a problem. Stating there is a problem with profane language solves nothing.
Yeah.
Foff to the White Knights who defend Blizzard. I am sick of people defending a multi-billion-dollar company. This is full of contradictions!
That doesn't make any sense! Okay.
If you want to say, hey, we should all relax, that's totally acceptable. People were taking to Blizzard's defense as if nothing was wrong, and that tends to fuel the fire for uneducated trolls. Saying, don't you remember the AQ opening and things like that solve nothing. All I ask is people to bring something of substance to the discussion of this whole launch seems to be one side complaining to the other side saying you're dumb. This is normal for a launch. Props. This is the first expansion since Wrath. I have enjoyed questing and want to find out more of the story. I love the cutscenes and have seen so far. That I have seen so far. I can't read today. I'm fucking so out of it. Oh, and I can't wait to see more. Sorry for the long email. Best wishes, Clover. Don't ever say you're sorry for the long email because you should never have a long email. That's always been my feeling.
I don't like long emails. That's why you make him read them. Clubber,
Yeah.
thank you for writing in.
Let's see. And Riku says, Foff to the loud bitch talking on the phone. Do you have to talk so I could hear you? And Foff to rude store clerks. Props to the several kind bus drivers I've had this week. One even saw me running for it, flailing my arms and stopped. Props to buses running on time. And Foff to this fucking cold air.
Yeah. Makes me lots of money, though.
And we had a few more from the chat room. Right.
Legendary or Aeon says, Foff to real life bullshit keeping you from BlizzCon with Lignar and Medi. Here. I want you all three of you there because I'm gonna need your fucking asses when we're working at World Podcast.
And
I just miss you guys.
Toasty said, Foff to a subreddit mod throwing a hissy fit and shutting down the R WoW.
And then, yeah, Homebrewed also follows up with Foff to the R WoW dude. Almost said the Row WoW. And then, of course, Dan fucking Lanza says Foff to 343.
What does that mean? It's not like 575, is it?
No.
Is that an area code?
No, 343 is the company that's doing Halo. 343 is the company that is doing Halo now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got a thing from Rico. The gauntlet.
Oh, yeah, questions.
Where's your wife?
Don't have one.
How come?
It's a long story.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
How come?
It's an even longer story.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
What's your favorite scary movie?
Random questions, emails, phone calls, and stalkers.
Here's Johnny! What the fuck was that shit?!
What Chef said was funny. 343 is the item squish of 575.
That's kind of... God damn it. That's the sign of a true funny person right there.
Yeah, Chef is funny. Yeah. Anyhow, right. So Riku's first question is: seen any good movies lately?
I know Guardians is coming out soon, and I may want to watch it beforehand.
Have you not seen it yet?
No, it wasn't in the theaters long enough. I think we're gonna go watch it tomorrow. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Okay, gotcha. I went and saw Interstellar a couple days ago.
Was that good?
Yeah, it was good. Take some tissues because you'll be masturbating a lot. No, it's
Okay.
there's some emotional stuff in it, and
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And we're losing her. God. And she's frozen.
Yeah, I don't understand how that happens.
Alright, so she saw Interstellar. It was fantastic. It was... Bring tissues. It was emotional. She's saying, like... She's calling us cunties. And look, she's still going.
When it comes to family...
There. And we lost her. Who saw that coming?
No, we're not coming to PAX East, most likely. I mean, I'm not. I know that.
Dan, I don't know. If I can work it out, I may do that.
I know I can't. I can't do anything next year, so...
If the finance situation that I thought about earlier gets resolved...
Yeah, what the fuck? It better be resolved. I'll bang some heads there.
Alright, well, apparently it's still trying to connect to Heather.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's not really back. And she's out.
Alright, well,
hold on. There she is.
There she
is.
is.
Sort of.
Yeah, you are. You're back. We can't see you yet.
Except we can't see the video.
Oh, okay.
Interstellar
no,
or something about
Interstellar, it was...
It was good.
Sarah, what about you?
I actually took my daughter to go see Big Hero 6 on
How was
Saturday.
it?
It was really good. I had a lot of fun. She really enjoyed it. So, before we went to BlizzCon, we kept seeing the commercials for it, and I promised her that the weekend after I got back, I would take her to go see it. So we had like a little daddy-daughter date when we went out and saw it.
Aw.
And so it was a lot of fun.
Nice. The next question is, how depressed is Ray now that Bleach is over? Well, the manga's still going on, I think, unless I'm missing something. But I'm upset that the anime is over with. Yeah, I want it to continue, damn it. The fucking story's getting good. Naruto is the one that just ended, by the way, the manga. So, this one's more for you guys probably because I don't really watch The Simpsons. But do you have a favorite Simpsons character?
Mm.
I'm a vote. So if you take out the main characters, I've always been partial to Dr. Nick. He's like, hello, everybody.
Hello. Who do I like? I always liked Apu's accent. And I don't know, maybe Grandpa.
I like
don't know.
Bart.
Professor Fink is fun.
I was gonna say
Frink,
I like Bart.
Frink, not Fink. Frink. Yeah.
Or Maggie or Lisa.
Oh, don't pick a main character. That's
I don't know anything. Sorry. No, I don't like horror. I don't like horror things. I don't like horror. If you had a button to destroy one planet in the solar system, what planet would you explode?
Saturn. So fucking pretentious out there with its rings.
Earth.
Oh, Saturn's
fuck everybody.
beautiful.
Who the fuck does Saturn think they are? I mean, just.
Oh, I'd probably blow up Uranus because of jokes.
I say Earth because fuck everybody. I'll show.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That'll show
Everything?
you guys. That'll show you guys for fucking telling me that I should have seen the Goonies. I'm just taking things too far. It's a hypothetical question. I can do what I want. Jesus. I'm not really gonna do that.
Yeah. And Zia's video is not coming back here.
That's fine, whatever. Did anyone get some ass or dick at World of Podcasts?
You know, I can safely say no one at the event got any.
Well, Sarah and I jerk each other off.
There was too much stuff going on for anyone to get any ass or dick at the event itself.
No, I did not get anything.
Afterwards,
when the green screen broke, I was behind it, holding it up so they could fix it, and I screamed out that I was naked to the people that were in line.
Oh, that was you who yelled that out?
Yeah.
I hugged people a lot, but...
Yeah, I was just kind of like sitting over at the table, and I was like, who the fuck yelled that out?
My boobs got touched. I touched other boobs.
Yeah, we know.
That's your thing.
Day in the life.
I like this. I like this next question. You have to give a rim job to one WoW character. Who would it be?
Alright, my answer is Jaina, because I bet if you asked her, she could use a little magic to clean up back there and also make it taste like bacon.
You don't think that's
weird.
even more gross?
No, like if she does like a maple bacon, that would be pretty good.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna say fucking Hemet Nessingway.
Dude, I bet he has some swamp ass going on.
Exactly. If I'm gonna go in there, I might as well make it as gross as possible.
He's running around.
Get the full experience.
Running around in a jungle.
Well, think about it. He needs it. He needs nice cleaning down there. I'll be the one to give it to him.
I forgot. I also grabbed Tristan's butt.
I think Zia's trying to avoid the question.
No, I'm not, but I also touched Tristan's butt, and that's newsworthy, I think.
All right, fair enough.
She has a newsworthy behind. It's really
newsworthy.
Oh my gosh. Trist has this fucking walk. Oh god. She is hot. Just saying. So I grabbed her butt. So anyway, right. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, I guess Varian Wren. He's kind of hot, so I guess if I'm gonna do it, I'd rather do it to somebody who's kind of.
You gotta give him the old rusty trombone, jerk him off while you're doing it.
Yeah. I did ask for permission before I grabbed her butt. I think that's,
Yeah. Actually, I have proof. I remember her asking.
What?
I remember you asking for it.
I did. I asked Will, and Will said yes. And then I went over because it was Will. It was Will, Rill, and Adam sitting there. And I think Vic was sitting there too. And I was like, I'm gonna grab your wife's ass. And I walked over to Tristan. I was like, so I'm gonna grab your butt. I'm gonna look all hard in front of the guys, but I'm actually gonna ask if I can grab your butt. Okay.
Okay.
And then I grabbed her butt.
That's
I'm
all
replacing your picture.
Double-handed, just... It was good.
I replaced Zia's video with a picture of us standing in front of Bacon at World of Podcast.
I really wish you had seen my facial expression of grabbing Tristan's butt.
It's probably silly.
Yes.
All right, let's go into haikus. Fuckers.
Yes.
Big titties and ass. She wants to be inside you. Haikus from Zia.
Right, so yeah, I'm gonna turn off my camera since it doesn't matter apparently. So yeah, haiku time. Lots of BlizzCon talk. I got a little bit drunk. Laid on some boobies.
Alright. I got one.
Real
Yes.
talk.
World of Podcasts. Lots of BlizzCon shenanigans. Eat all the bacon.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Yes.
I don't have one as usual.
We're not surprised.
Oh, I do have some news. So some of you know that I had applied to Blizzard several months ago. Okay. After a long process, I want to let everyone know I will be remaining on this podcast because they have turned down my my resume for the position I applied for anyway. So
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I've been applying to them for years, but I just know that this time this was a position that I was like, this is what I do right now. I can do this.
That's cool.
But
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I will get there eventually, and then I'll have to we'll have to change the Sundering to like a TV, movies, and anime podcast because I can't.
I would have no problem with that, by the way. But I think you still would get in trouble for being on a podcast with me.
Probably.
Because like if we're not talking about WoW, then we're gonna talk about other shit, and I'm gonna fucking just spew nonsense.
All right, Will has one. It says Donkey Punch action. Sarah taken hostage by Triss. Holy hot stuff. I feel like he ran out of ideas at the end of that one. All right.
No. Holy hot stuff. Seems like an appropriate way to end that.
All right. How? Who's still here?
Who stuck it out for the night? So
not who stunk it out.
Who stunk it out? We stunk it out. So I have Sai, Homebrewed, Addy, Val, Trist, Aeon, fucking Dan Lanza, Toast Post Bim, EC, Chef, Bim, Ro, Velvet, Adam, Left Hit, Twine Blight, Dan, Sexy Will, Tarkonis, Broom, Liger, Theo, Adam, Addy, and Joe. My shit was all out of order. Why was it out of order like that?
I don't know, but Joe Brewer quickly had a haiku. Said, many are gathered, all trying to click a tree. Time for my toy train. Ray, where can people find you?
Oh, on Twitter, Rayfist, RAYFYST, and bird_RP.
You can find me on Twitter at Seraphis. I am on Xbox Live at Amish Mafia, Amish Space Mafia, and also on PlayStation Network at Seraphis Prime. But mostly I'm in WoW right now, so... Zia?
Yeah?
You're typing furiously over there.
Yep. I have something important to give to Homebrew. Anyway.
She's got something to say.
I got something to give to him. Right, so... Best part of the show, even though you can't see me right now, ITSXIA.
Well, technically they sort of can. You're in the middle of that photograph.
Oh yeah, I am in the middle of the photograph. That's me.
Dickie.
I'm the short stuff. Right, and all the wonderful places that you can find this show. Thesundering.net. We are on Twitter. Go ahead and give us a follow at The Sundering. We have a Facebook page. Go give it a like at facebook.com/thesundering. Go check out our YouTube channel where you can find this and all previous episodes, and you can see our sexy mugs. youtube.com/thesundering podcast. Subscribe and like. Steam group, The Sundering. Feel free to join it. We have a phone number. 323-SUNDER-0 or 323-786-3370. We're a public service. Give us a call if you want to vent about something. And then you can always email the show at thesundering.podcast@gmail.com. Tip picks will take. Dick ones can go to Ray. And then, of course, we are also a very proud Catalyst Gaming Media podcast. CatalystGamingMedia.com. Come check us out for all of your information site stuff for Blizzard gaming. Great shows over there, and what have you. And then, of course, our intro is courtesy of Boxing Fox because of awesome ska music. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight in our chat room, and to everyone who submitted Foffs and questions and what have you. As always, fucking download us, invite us into your home, your ears, your head. We just want to be inside of you.
By the way, Ray, every time I kill a bird in Warlords of Draenor, I think of you, and I feel a little vindicated. So next time, we podcast from our beds because we are still tired as shit.
Shit, I could have made a fucking better episode.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.